Call the board meeting to order for the Franklin Special School District. This special call board meeting. Before we go any further, we will ask our attorney, Mr. Chuck Cagle, if he would make a statement, please.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, and ladies and gentlemen, the case of Van Hooser versus Warren County allows a board attorney or a public attorney to take his client into an executive session where there is a pending case or a controversy. We've certainly had our share of those related to the COVID issues with Williamson County and Franklin Special School District. I met briefly with the board that we made no decisions. We did not debate or any agreement to make any decisions back there. It's only to receive information. I certify that for the record, Madam Secretary, that there were no decisions or deliberation that took place. And Mr. Chairman, if you don't mind, I'm going to excuse.
Yes, sir. All right. All right, thank you, Mr. Cagle. This time we would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Townsend.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Is there anyone here for public input? Anyone for public input? Seeing no one for public input, we will declare that public input is now closed. Approval of the board agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. I'll second.
Ms. Bell, motion, and Ms. Newman, second. Thank you. All in favor or any discussion? All right. Business before the board. Dr. Snow.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. This meeting was called, special call meeting to discuss and consider any COVID-related matters related to our mitigation protocols, primarily our mask requirement that the board had passed several meetings ago and is set to expire midnight on January the 10th after the January board meeting. As we know, after meeting with our legal counsel, the board does have the authority at this point to make decisions regarding any mask requirement, whether you are lifting that mask requirement or whether or not you're invoking a mask requirement at any time in the future. The Board of Education, as we were told, has that authority. Also looking at, we sent you today the most recent numbers related to COVID. From a district perspective, we have a positive number of staff as 2. Our number of positive students is 11. That 11 represents a 0.00314% of the district student population. Also, we got the latest county numbers. The total active cases in Williamson County as of today, 550. 1 year ago today, Williamson County had 1,063 with a county population of 240,000. Also, the Williamson Medical Center has, as of today, had 10 positive COVID adult patients. They had 0 patients related to COVID in the ICU, and there were no pediatric cases reported. Our COVID team met as we do weekly. We met this afternoon, and based on the circumstances, based on the numbers rather, the COVID statistics that we currently have and the low number of cases, as well as the availability of the vaccine for students ages 5 to 11, all the COVID team members, and they're here tonight as well, agree that we believe at this point in time that the mask mandate or mask requirement or mandate could be lifted until, well, we'll say, unless we have a serious increase in cases down the road, and then you could always make a decision to add that mask mandate back if so needed. But at this point, we believe that it is wise to go ahead and lift that mask mandate or mask requirement and not wait until it expires on January the 11th, 2022. We'll answer any questions.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we rescind the mask requirement effective immediately.
Motion by Ms. Stillings, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Ms. Bell, is there a discussion?
I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Snowden, will we be maintaining the COVID dashboard on our website?
That's a great question. Yes, we will. We'll continue to to update that each week.
Great. I think that's a very useful tool to show our families where we are and show them the information that we're receiving as well, so that it is visible that we're responding to our numbers.
Correct.
And just to clarify, with that motion, it continues to allow masks to be optional for students and staff who would like to do that. Is that correct?
That is our recommendation, to continue to allow that. We started the year off without a mask mandate. Masks were optional. So we think that should continue and give families of students that option, or employees with that option, if they would like to wear a mask. If that helps them and makes them feel more comfortable, then we certainly think that's appropriate.
I'll say this for the board to consider. In the past, I've been very adamant that we should have masks. What we didn't have last time was we didn't have a chance for kids 5 and up to be vaccinated. That's now possible. We didn't have boosters last time we met, and the boosters shots that we talked about were for people in certain classes. Now here in Tennessee, anyone can get the booster. Well, after a certain age, you can get a booster. And then I see these numbers low. I just want us to consider, that's a reason for us to consider changing the mandate.
Dr. Snowden, I want to thank you guys for just continuing to keep the communication for not only our parents, but also you've been faithful with the letters that we've received to follow up on them, and I really appreciate that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Not, all in favor, signify. Aye. All right, motion passes. Is there any other discussion before the board? If not, we are adjourned.